The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has reiterated that December 2018 is feasible for the commencement of the proposed national carrier. The agency says the process of getting an aircraft operator certificate takes just 90 days once the operator meets the requirement.
Yes.
The General Manager, Public Affairs of the agency believes the possibility of the national carrier completing the process was feasible within the time frame.
Once you can fulfill the requirement from the phase of expressing your interest, of course, demonstrating the capability. Once, you only is an operator anyway, not an NCAA. Once you can show and demonstrate that capability, you have your AOC within 90 days. That is feasible from our own perspective. You have your aircraft, you're able to fulfill, do the flight demo. That is all it takes. Other issues relate to other bodies.
As the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority sets about reviewing the provision of the Civil Aviation Regulation 2015 that prescribes at least 2 serviceable aircraft as a condition for granting of air operating certificates to commercial airlines, stakeholders in the industry are proposing between 10 and 20 aircraft per commercial airline to boost capacity, competitiveness, and attract investors. That's the view of the president of the Aviation Roundtable, Gbenga Olowo, who was speaking at a meeting in Lagos.
I want to suggest to NCAA that AOCs should invite a minimum aircraft of, let's say, 10 to 20. Because if we have gotten to that kind of level, we will not be giving ourselves headache of this national carrier. We will have airlines with robust fleets, maybe 2-3 airlines with robust fleets, each of them parading 25-30 aircrafts. And then this problem of giving back to another airline may not have arisen. So my suggestion to NCAA is the fleet element of AOC should be reviewed. 2 aircraft airline was a development some few years back. I think it's no longer good for us if we're not going to continue to parade tiny, weak, anemic airlines.
On the foreign scene, Argentina and Britain are looking through the proposals from 5 South American airlines for new flights between the Falkland Islands and Argentina. 2 of the carriers are based in Chile, 2 in Brazil and 1 in Uruguay. This is a topic at this press briefing, which has in attendance Argentina's Foreign Minister Jorge Fauré and Britain's Boris Johnson. LATAM Airlines operates the only flight to the Falkland Islands from South America once a week from Chile. Once a month, the flight stops in Argentina. The new flights will originate outside Argentina with a stopover in the country. Meanwhile, Johnson said the 2 countries were working towards building an intensifying commercial relationship despite different views on sovereignty over the Falkland Islands.
As Jorge said in his introductory remarks, our 2 positions on the sovereignty issue are well known and will be known to everybody watching this. But that does not preclude and should not preclude all that we are doing together now to build a partnership and in the areas that Jorge and I have described, and an intensifying commercial relationship. That's what we want.
Argentina and Britain have been seeking better ties in recent years, despite competing sovereignty claims to be British-held islands 500 kilometers off Argentina's coast. Johnson's visit for a G20 meeting was the first by a British Foreign Secretary to Argentina in 22 years. And finally, Saudi Arabia's national soccer team landed safely in Rostov-on-Don, Russia, after one of the engines of the plane carrying the players to a World Cup match appeared to catch fire. Late on Monday evening, the team had arrived at their hotel in the center of the city ahead of their second Group A match against Uruguay on Wednesday. A spokesman for the airline, Rosia, denied a fire had occurred and said a fault that developed was due to a bird strike. The team were traveling on a Russia Airbus A319 from St. Petersburg to Rostov-on-Don. As it came to land, the plane suffered a technical fault with one of its engines, with a bird getting caught, seen as the preliminary cause. The Saudi Federation released photographs of the players smiling and looking calm as they boarded a bus for the Mercure Hotel in central Rostov.